Okay, good afternoon. Welcome to the Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer show for Monday, May 31st. Once again, happy Memorial Day to everyone. Hopefully you have a good day with the beautiful weather today. So happy Memorial Day. Once again, please remember what this day is all about. This day is to remember the fallen that fought in wars and stuff like that. So it's not for the veterans; it's for the people who died. So once again, thanks for joining us. We will send out the links to y'all. If y'all want to come in, video chat with us, you can do that via StreamYard. We will send those links out to you now. So I'm going to go ahead and send them out to you so we can get started. Okay, both of them set up. So we're going to send it over to Facebook. So I'm about to send it to Facebook so you'll be able to get the once again, also NCAA brackets came out today, so we're going to go over the entire bracket, which you hear on Sports Talk. So I'm going to go ahead and set that up. So once again, thanks for joining us here, wherever you may be, East Coast, West Coast, every part's in between. We're here, so we'll go ahead and let me share my screen, and we're going to go over to the NCAA brackets. So I'm going to put that up on the screen. Okay, NCAA brackets are announced today. Teams, local teams that make it. Only team made it was LSU and Louisiana Tech. So good luck to those two teams going to their regionals. So let's go over to the bracket. Let's switch over to the bracket now. I'm going to switch over to the bracket, see what we have. I can grab them. See, we got them on the screen. I don't know if we got the brackets. I got them right here. So we got them. So I got the brackets right here on the screen. So I'm going to show them. Give me just a second to switch it. Okay, the first bracket we're looking at, Arkansas is in the regional. They have a host site. Louisiana Tech will take on North Carolina State, so that is in the regional. So that's going to be in. I think that's going to be in a Tuscaloosa regional. So it's going to be Ryder in Alabama taking on North Carolina State, Louisiana Tech. Also, Arkansas will have Nebraska, NJIT. Also, Northeastern is going to be in that bracket. Also, Stanford has a regional. North Dakota State will be in that regional. California, Cal Irvine will be in the regional, and also Nevada. Now let's go over to the other ones. Texas Tech will be in one of the regionals. Army, North Carolina, and also UCLA. Also in the Arizona regional, you'll have Arizona, Grand Canyon, Oklahoma State, and UC Santa Barbara. So that's going to be now in the Ole Miss regional. Ole Miss regional will have Southern Miss, Southeast Missouri State, and Florida State. So Florida State will be in that regional. Also, East Carolina regional will have Norfolk State, Charlotte, and also Maryland. In the Vanderbilt regional, we'll have Georgia Tech, Indiana State and Presbyterian. So they're going to be in that Vanderbilt regional. So we'll go over to the other side regional. This is the Austin regional. Southern will take on Texas. That'll be in Austin. Also, Arizona State will take on Fairfield. That's going to be in the Austin regional. Now, the Gainesville regional will have Florida, South Florida, Miami, and South Alabama. South Alabama will be playing against Miami. Florida will take on South Florida. So that will be in the Gainesville region. Now, in the Notre Dame regional, will be Notre Dame taking on Central Michigan. UConn taking on Michigan. So that's going to be in the Notre Dame regional. Now, in the Mississippi State regional, Mississippi State will take on Sanford. Campbell will take on VCU. So that's going to be in the Mississippi State regional. Also in the Fort Worth region will be McNeese, TCU, and Dallas Baptist, Oregon State and Dallas Baptist. So that's going to be the regional for the Fort Worth regional. Now, in the Old Dominion regional will be Jacksonville, South Carolina, and Virginia. Now, LSU will be in the Eugene, Oregon regional. They will take on Gonzaga. That'll be at 9 o'clock on Friday night. We will have that game for you on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So we will have live broadcasts of that game. Oregon will take on Central Connecticut State. And then the last regional will be the Tennessee regional. Will be Tennessee taking on Wright State. Duke will take on Liberty. So this is going to be a very good regional. I'm gonna say it right now. I mean, I'm gonna go out on a limb. These regionals are good. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, look, anybody can beat anybody and go to the College World Series at any time of the day. That's just like I said. That's just my opinion on that. I mean, look, you might get an upset in the Alabama region. That's another one. Louisiana Tech, look, they've been absolutely playing good baseball as of late. So I'm gonna say this. Look, that could be a good upset if they defeat North Carolina State. So and then they'll take on Alabama. So that's probably going to be the biggest challenge if they get to that point. So I look at it this way. All these regions, look, teams, local teams like Southeastern and Tulane, look, they didn't do what they were supposed to do to get into a regional. I mean, Tulane, once again, they just absolutely just went three. I think it was two in barbecue. So they did 3 in barbecue. Excuse me. So they went 3 in barbecue. So they have nobody to blame but themselves. So this is the NCAA official bracket. So if you got any questions, comments about these teams, post your comments via Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So we'll take your questions. We'll field them. So if you have any questions or concerns, so once again, now in the Oregon regional. Let's get over to the Oregon regional. Now, the Oregon regional, that's going to be a great one. You're going to have LSU in the regional. You're going to also have Gonzaga. Gonzaga most likely will be another upset special right there when it comes down to it. So I say this, look, these teams are very poised to get into the College World Series. Now, for LSU, I'm going to say this, look, Paul Mainieri, look, he did what he had to he's a Hall of Famer in my book. He's an absolute Hall of Famer. Sure, fans might say any different, that he didn't get into the CWS and all that stuff. Nah. I mean, I'm not going to just say, they just didn't do this and do that. No. Look, for reason's sake, look, I think that, like I said, this is going to be Paul Monera's last ride at LSU. And what would be a great thing for him to come out on top. So once again, the NCAA brackets just released just an hour ago from NCAA.com. So once again, this is from NCAA.com. Follow them at NCAA for all your NCAA sports needs. Okay, let's move along. So I'm going to switch it over to see what's happening on ESPN. We'll put that up on the screen for you. Give me 1 second. There it is. Okay, let's talk about this. Boston Celtics fan arrested after a throwing bottled water incident with Kyrie Irving. So that I say this, look, that was the most disgusting thing I have ever seen from a fan like that. I mean, that really gets me angry when you see stuff like that. Throwing bottles at that, but at Kyrie Irving. What Kyrie Irving done you? What Kyrie Irving done you? He didn't do you a damn thing. I mean, with this idiot coming out there throwing a water bottle at Kyrie Irving, it's absolutely childish. Look, like I said, if you want to go to a game, be civil about it. Don't go to a game and act stupid because you think you're entitled to everything. So I'm calling this fan out. I'm absolutely calling this fan out for what he did. I mean, sure, you might not like Kyrie Irving. You might not like Kevin Durant. You might not like James Harden. But the truth of the matter is they are good basketball players. I mean, let's face it. They're going to be around for a while. I mean, like I said, if people wants to continue to throw stuff at them, well, they're part of the problem. They're part of the problem. So that was at the boss. The fan was escorted out by the Boston police after throwing a bottle. The ball nearly missed Kyrie Irving. He had a 39-point performance, giving Brooklyn a 3-1 lead. Look, he had a good night last night, and they're going to do something like that. Come on, man. Are you kidding me? That's what we got in society. These people think that they can go to a game and be stupid because they're so entitled. That's what they are. I think they're so entitled. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, Barcelona signs Sergio Aguero as Aguero. He signs with Manchester City, so it looks like he's going over to Manchester City to play his soccer. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Okay, Roger Federer advances to the French Open in his first Grand Slam match since knee surgery. So once again, he wins his match 6-2, 6-4, 6-2, 6-4, 6-3 over Dennis Istolman. That's the ISTOMIM. So once again, Roger Federer wins his match. Okay, Clippers, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, power over the Mavs to seize control over the series. So it looks like LA Clippers won their game last night, 106 to 81. So they won at the American Airlines Arena. Mavericks could not contain Kawhi Leonard. He went 11 to 15 shooting. He had 29 points, 10 boards. He also George went 13 of scored 13 of his 20 points in the second quarter. So that was in yesterday's ball game against the Dallas Mavericks. So they'll have their game this week. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Okay, some baseball going on right now. We'll give you an update in those games. Okay, I'm going to put that up on the screen. Okay, it is no score. Minnesota and Baltimore, no score in that game. Also, we'll switch over to Rays and Yankees, no score, second inning. For that's matinee games going on in the afternoon due to Memorial Day. Okay, Toronto Maple Leaf, John Torvis participated in morning skate. Won't play in Game 7 versus the Montreal Canadiens. So it looks like he's not going to be playing. So the Game 7 will be tonight, 7 Eastern, 6 Central. So that will be at 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock Central. Okay, Peter DeBoer defends Las Vegas Golden Knights despite the loss. So that's what they're talking about. This is one of the highlights right here we're showing you. So this is the goal on goal right here, and nice little defense by the So that was one of the goals by Colorado. So that was in the second period. So game 2 will be on Wednesday night. So game 2 will be Wednesday night. What else we have? Okay, Zayden criticizes Real Madrid over lack of trust. That's what they're talking about. So let's hear what they had to say about it.
I think we explained it quite well in the last show, in the sense that I think he got tired. You see a long season, never really felt the love, and maybe wrongly,
This millennial Zizuna.
as you know, I don't know if it is, but certainly I think he felt it's a long season, hard season. He took this team as far as he could, semi-final of the Champions League, all the way up to the last game of the season to win La Liga still. And maybe they want to be there for the rebuilding process and saying to some of those players who've been so close to, hey, you have to go now, you have to move on.
And what comes next? There's people already linking maybe Max Allegri with him.
Yeah.
Oh, and Zidane to Juve.
Yeah, Zidane to Juve, yeah. We'll see.
You don't think he's not going to go straight back in?
I don't know.
I'd be surprised.
Yeah, me too. I'd be surprised.
Okay, once again, this from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com and get this turned off. We will go to another article. Okay, let's talk about Aaron Rodgers going over to the Denver Broncos. Aaron Rodgers to the Denver Broncos. What would it take? My question is if they can afford it. If John Elway can go out on a limb and try to go get Aaron Rodgers. I mean, what's going to happen with Drew Lock? That's probably going to affect him. So that's something right there that they're going to have to watch out for. Because look, if he does go to Denver, he's going to be a good quarterback. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. Look, if Denver, like I said, Denver could put out the money, then yeah, I say do it. So, if he does, I mean, look, I think he's going to stay in Green Bay. I think he will stay in Green Bay, but Denver comes around, gets him an offer that he can't refuse, then there's probably going to be a move. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Okay, let's see what else we have here. And okay, let's hear what Stephen A. Smith talking about the fan getting arrested for throwing a bottle of kerry. So let's hear what Stephen A. Smith had to say about it.
How do we as the media handle this moving forward?
First of all, I love the fact that the kid was arrested. I hope he's still in jail. I don't know if they took him to jail, but if they did it, they should have. And if he was taken, he should still be there. That's number one. Number two, I love the fact that we all saw him on camera. I think that shame and humiliation is an important deterrent. Because a lot of times people are emboldened because they get to hide. And when you show that everything's going to be brought to light, then that serves as a potential deterrent. Number three, in the interest of fairness, I also think that's important because we all know that the players, the athletes themselves, they would be in this position. They would be put front and center, and their faces would be treated like mugshots if they were to engage in any kind of insidious behavior. And so I love that. But the NBA, as I said last week, everybody needs to be on alert. Now, the racism and all of that stuff that Kyrie alluded to. I also want to point out there's a whole bunch of people in that crowd that pointed out the kid who threw that bottle. Okay, so I think that's incredibly important to point out that it wasn't people turning a blind eye and a deaf ear. They were like, "Oh no, that was him," and everybody pointed that kid out, and it was a beautiful thing that they did that because that's incredibly important, particularly with Boston and its history to some degree, which is what Kyrie Irving alluded to.
Yes, I say yes. Look, what those fans did was absolutely great because look, you got to say something because look, if you don't say something, then it's going to linger on and on and on and on again. Look, what they did, spotting that young man throwing that bottle at Kyrie Irving. Look, I applaud those fans. Look. That's fans that can go out of their way to, like I said, help the situation, not make the situation a lot worse. Because if you got, like I said, you got somebody that's sitting there clapping and laughing at that stuff, it's just absolutely, it's just a problem. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. So let's see what else we have. Looks like we covered most of the sports on ESPN. So I'm going to go ahead and switch it. Go ahead and switch it. We'll go over to let's go over to Crest City Sports. Crest City Sports, a local sports site devoted to local sports here in the New Orleans region. So let's go over to, Louisiana Tech, once again named one of the 16 regional host sites. So it looks like Louisiana Tech will probably get a host site. They'll be at J.C. Love Field. That's going to be at Pat Patterson Park, as in Ruston, Louisiana. So it's going to be in the Ruston Regional. So the Bulldogs will have 3 opponents in the Ruston Regional. So that's so like I said, I'm glad to see Louisiana Tech getting a regional host site. I mean, look, LSU always gets a regional host site, but I'm glad to see another team getting it other than LSU. So once again, this is from Crest City Sports. Go to crestcitysports.com. Okay, Saints take a worthwhile chance at Winston. Yeah, I think we should take a worthwhile chance. Absolutely take a worthwhile chance at Jameis Winston because, look, he could throw the ball deep. So that's one of my situations that I would love what Jameis Winston does. Same thing, like I said, he can get out of the pocket as well. So that's kind of the tip of the norm right there. So I look at it this way. Look, if we can put him in, he's gonna be that starting quarterback once the season begins for the Saints. I mean, look, Taysom Hill. I like Taysom Hill. Don't get me wrong, but look, I'd rather have Jameis Winston in there try to get us wins. I mean, look, that's something we have to do is get wins in order to get into the playoffs. So once again, this is from Crescent City Sports. Go to crestcitysports.com. Let's see what we have. Okay, New Orleans go wrap up home schedule against rival Atlanta. So they will be playing at the Gold Mine on Airlines. So that's going to be on it's former Zappa Stadium. The New Orleans Gold will join by a week in week 11 after pulling off a big victory against Utah on Saturday. So looks like the New Orleans Gold looks like they're in full force. So that's in. So once again, this is from Quest City Sports. Go to crestcitysports.com. It's crestcitysports.com. Okay, let's see. Okay, Matelia, it's a walk-off home run. Louisiana passed USM, so that was in the game. So he did hit a home run. That was a walk-off home run. So that was something to see. So we'll show you that home run when we go ahead and show it to you on the video.
The 3-2 pitch, 2 outs, bases loaded, 1-run ball game. A drive to right center field. It's down. Louisiana Tech wins. Louisiana Tech wins. Louisiana Tech wins. Matelia with a 2-run single. Unbelievable.
So Matelia gets a 2-run single to win the ball game against Southern Miss the other night. So once again, I'm glad to see Louisiana Tech. Like I said, I'm glad to see them getting back to their way of winning games and stuff like that. So once again, this is from Crest City Sports. Go to crestcitysports.com. Okay, let's see what else we have. So let's once again. So we're done with that. So we're gonna go over some. I'm gonna go over some tweets. So let's see what we can do. We're gonna go over to Fansider. Let's see if I can get Fansider on the screen. I don't see it. There it is. I'm gonna put Fansider in. Okay, Fansider on the screen. Once again. So let's see. Looks like this is probably the same information. Okay, let's go over to AEW Double or Nothing 2021 grades and results. Let's go over that. Okay, their show was yesterday. AEW show. It's on pay-per-view, so they had the pay-per-view yesterday. So let's see who won. Okay, Raiho taking on Serena Gibbs. She did win the NWA World Championship. That's the Women's Championship. Congratulations to her. So that was rating was 1.4. Also, the double nut main card. Hangman Page defeated, played against, had Brian Cage. That was Team Taz. Hangman Page wins their match. Their rating was 1.4, 4.5, 4.25 stars. And also, John Moxley, Eddie Kingston, the Young Bucks, the Elite, Don Callis, Brandon Collar for the World Tag Team Championship. That was in yesterday's match. The winner was the Young Bucks in their match yesterday. So that was a double or nothing. Also, the Casino Battle Royal winner gets the AEW Championship shot. So that's one of the matches that went on yesterday. Once again, Jungle Boys win the match, so they will get their title shot. Also, Anthony Ogo, Factor, taking on American Dream, Cody Rhodes and Arn Anderson. So that was in one of those matches yesterday. So Cody Rhodes won his match. That's the American Dream. He did win by his rating was 3.4 and it's 2.75 stars in that match yesterday. Also, Lance Archer taking on Jake Robinson and Miro to win the for the TNT championship match. So it looks like Miro wins his match. Also, Brett Baker taking on Rebel, not Reber, Alicia Shearer for the women's championship. So Brett Baker won her match as well. Now the next match we're going to be going over is Scorpio Sky taking on Ethan Page and Darby Allen, and also Sting. So it looks like Sting's back in the ring after a few years being off the wrestling circuit. So Darby Allin and Sting wins their match. So that was a pretty good match between Darby Allin and Sting, and also Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page. So once again, the next match we're going to go over is Pac versus Orange Cassidy with Chuck Taylor, Trent Barretta, Chris Statlander, and also Kevin Ortega, and also Don Callis for the AEW World Championship. So that was in their match yesterday. Kenny Ortega wins the match. So that was in now. Okay, the next one is Pinnacle. MJF, Sean Spears, Deck Hardwood, Cash Wheeler, and Warlow taking on Tally Blanchard and Inner Circle, and also Chris Jericho was in that match as well. Let's see who won the match. Was Inner Circle wins that match. So that was in yesterday's match at Double or Nothing. That was the pay-per-view from last night. So once again, this is from Fansider. Go to fansider.com. Okay, 3 takeaways from the as the Nets silenced the Celtics. That was in the game. Jason Tatum is doing all he can. Yep, he had 40 points. Wasn't enough, so that's kind of also the Nets made it rain. Absolutely. With that 3-point field goal shooting and 3-point shooting was absolutely through the roof. 59.3 and 57.8 on the field goal attempts. So that was in yesterday's game between Boston and Brooklyn. So once again, this is from Fansider. Go to fansider.com. I talked about that. Let's see what else we need to discuss before we end this broadcast. So it looks like we're at 36 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and switch it over to Twitter, see what we can find on Twitter today. Looks like Twitter is going to be busy today because it'll be on Memorial Day holiday. Okay, let's see. No. Okay, Grizzlies and Jazz game 3, betting predictions, top wagers. So that's going to be at Bet Vegas Insider. Follow them at VegasInsider.com. That's VegasInsider.com. Okay, this is from Hilltop Hoops. The fact that Kawhi Leonard shooting 63% for the field in playoff is on this tough shot was so insane. That's what they was talking about with Kawhi Leonard knocking down threes. So he had shot 63% from the floor. So it was an excellent shooting barrage. So once again, this is from Hilltop Hoops. Go to Hilltop Hoops. Let's see what else we have. And then I'll wrap it up. Hit the button. Let's see what else we can look at. Okay, this is one of the players that's going to be participating in the Louisiana Tech Regionals. So let's hear what he had to say.
I think we love back to coaching it, and just can't wait to get back on the field with you guys. You know, I mean, most of the time we usually get a little bit of time in between, but it's fun playing with these guys every day, and playing throughout the whole week is great. So I'm just glad to get back on the field. I had a feeling that we could do this, and that's the reason I came back to play here my last season. And but yeah, 5 years ago when I stepped on this campus, that's one thing that I kind of wanted to do for Tech. It's supposed to be regional, and man, we did it. And it's been a long process, it's been a grind. And I've been doing that grind with Finch and T.Y. and Steele, and we've all been through it together. It's just
Yep. Let's see what else we can discuss. Okay, Braves select Abraham Amani for a contract. So it looks like he is going to be playing for the Atlanta Braves. So they did select Avian. So that's okay. I am hearing great optimism. Nope, I am not hearing great optimism about the possibility of Anthony Davis playing in Game 5. That's probably, hopefully, that's hopefully down the line. Hopefully, we'll play, but I don't know because he's still injured. So once again, this is from D Hope Central. Follow them at D Hope Central. See what else we can talk about. We'll wrap this up. So I'm going to wrap it up. Okay, once again, thanks for joining us for this edition of Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer Show. We'll be back tomorrow doing same thing. So we will be here again, bringing you the latest sports news. We will be doing LSU taking on Gonzaga. This will be it'll be this Friday night. We'll have the game for you on the we'll have the game audio broadcast from ESPN3. So we will have that game for you this Friday night. So I will be calling that game. So once again, thanks for joining us. Everybody have a happy Memorial Day, and we'll be back again tomorrow.